For Zone 3 gardeners, a cold frame is a great way to extend your season to both ends. In the spring, you can use it to get an early start on your cold-hardy plants or to harden off your heat-loving plants before you put them permanently outside. I like to use mine at the end of summer to replant cold-hardy greens such as kale, arugula, spinach, leaf lettuce, beets for eating late into the fall. A cold frame doesn't have to be expensive. I built mine from old discarded kitchen cupboards and a couple of old storm windows. Ideally, your cold frame should be sloped so that the back is higher than the front. And that's why I put mine on a slope next to my house. The cold frame should be faced toward the south or southeast to get maximum sunlight, and you should try to protect it from prevailing winds. You can save yourself some work by planning ahead. Cover the ground with cardboard or a tarp for a few months to help rot the soil. And then later you remove the cardboard or the tarp and use a spade to thoroughly loosen the soil. You can either plant the seeds and then put the frame in place, or put the frame in place first and then plant your seeds. The choice is up to you. Late summer is a busy time, so I did some moonlighting to get my things planted because it's critical to get things planted on time. If you want it to work in the fall, you need to choose cold-hardy plants, and you should plant your seeds at least 3 to 4 weeks before your first fall frost. Maybe even earlier, because you want those plants to reach maturity by the time the daylight is reduced to 10 hours per day. With less than 10 hours of daylight per day, even in a cold frame, your plants are going to start to go dormant. And once you have your seeds planted, cover your cold frame with glass or plastic. You need to make sure the cold frame can be vented. The extreme heat of a closed-up cold frame in midday sun can do more damage than the cold at night. I built mine with 3 small vent holes for colder days of early spring or late fall. If you get an unseasonably warm day, you're going to want to open the windows completely. On most of the days of late spring and early fall in Zone 3, you're safe to leave the windows just partially open. If you live in warm climates, vegetables in late October may not be a special treat. But in Zone 3, getting a fresh salad this late in the fall would be difficult without a cold frame. Gardeners in semi-northern areas like Zones 6, 5, or even 4 use a cold frame or even just a low-tunnel hoop house for year-round gardening. But the chances of my greens surviving the ups and downs of 30 degrees below freezing to fluctuations above freezing in Zone 3 is pretty remote. But I thought it would be fun to try, so I'm using a combination of straw and bunched up floating row cover to put my greens to bed for the winter, and we'll see what happens. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up or even a review, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and go to shortseasongarden.com for more northern gardening ideas.